Hey, what's up everybody? Video 44 coming into another video. Alright, so I figured out why I'm so damn grumpy this morning. If anybody's been watching my Laker videos, it's been rants. And I'm like, what am I tapping into? Yeah, 3 years. 3 years. 3 years since Kobe passed. I didn't even notice. Honestly didn't. It's one of those situations where sometimes I just look up and I'm like, something with magnitude took place, and I might either be in a bad mood or especially good mood, and I won't even realize what it is until some triggers in me, and I realize, that's what it is. That's why I'm so especially this or especially that. And lately, I've been especially grumpy as it pertains to the Lakers. Now, inside, as it pertains to my life, I feel good. I'm not angry about anything. If you watch my other videos, you can see I got different energy for different topics. Just how I'm wired. But for the Lakers, anger. Mamba. I've been feeling like a mamba. Literally. I've been having that mamba mentality probably for the last 24 hours. As it pertains to this team, if you watch my videos, you'll see me. I'm cussing them out without saying too many cuss words. But it's just I've seen the team do stuff that I don't like, and I feel like Kobe in practice. They ain't doing nothing for me. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't doing nothing for me. That's how the front office is handling business, and it's like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to get on here and honestly revisit the horror of the circumstance. I want to send good energy and healing energy, but I think that's what it is. We're healing. I didn't even realize it was that day, you know? I was angry though. But I mean, who to be angry at? And in that situation, there's none. But as it pertains to our front office, I can point all that at them. I can take it out on them, you know? At the end of the day, we just miss our guy. You know, we know what he did for us. We know what the front office put him through in his final years when he deserved better. You know, and that's where my head is at. It's not in places where it would otherwise be to face that for which took place 3 years ago. You know, not at all. Not at all. We're trying to get past that somehow. You know, I look up and I see pictures of his family. They're healing too. You know, the girls are getting big. You know, it's just it's always tough to reflect, but it's always good to see that at the end of the day, healing is possible. If his family can heal, you know what I mean, his fans can most definitely heal, and I think that's what it's about. You know, I don't know if some of the pressure of, you know, having this fan base watch Kobe's greatness for 20 years, I don't know how much of that caters to the environment where players struggle here now, you know what I mean, where they can't seem to get right putting on our uniform. I have no idea. But what I can say is, I don't think we should change it all. Because he, along with the guys who came before him, set a standard. And that standard was that of winning. And we cannot win if we don't do things the right way. We cannot win if we don't have that mentality that he had. He showed us how it's done. He don't accept failure. He works on his craft tirelessly. He doesn't slack or slouch or cut corners or allow other circumstances to trick him off of his position. He's methodical, he's surgical, and he's intentional. And that is what he taught us to be like. That's what he taught us to respect. I'm not going to, on this day, sit here and mourn him in such a way that didn't reflect exactly what it is that he taught me, which is to ignore all those feelings and get to those facts. Ignore all that weakness and all that stuff that would make us cower in bed and be sad all day, and get up and work out and work and try to get on the phones, try to make a trade, try to get out there and work on our craft, get up and do whatever it is that inspires your day. That's the only way he would tell us to handle things. He was already up at this hour, probably for the last 4 hours, being great on limited sleep, and still had time for the people that mattered most to him too. You better believe he didn't cut corners with them either. He was right there with his family, right there taking care of other business. So that's what I think is the best way to handle this, not to sit back and talk about how sad Nope. Nope. To be a Mamba yourself on a day like this. That's what you do. You handle things the Mamba way. Cut no corners, take no for an answer ever. Never. Will yourself to 81 if that's what it's going to take to get the win, but understand what the motive is. It's the win, not the 81. You think he was happy when we lost? He got 54 and we lost? Never. Never. He was always motivated by winning. And the stats came with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't respect certain things that I'm seeing right now. That's why I don't just sit back and watch and chill while people make decisions that I know he would not back. You know, we gotta remember what we're doing here. We gotta remember what it is that raised him. Magic and Kareem and Worthy and Wilt and those guys and Jerry and all those great players that played this game, that put on this uniform and did things the right way that ultimately led to success. We can't skip steps wearing their colors. You know what I mean? If you're going to do it the right way, and that's the only way to do it, you'll be happy with your results. That's the Laker way, I believe. So that's what I'm preaching on here. That's what Kobe was about. He taught us that and showed us that, displayed that. You know what I mean? Sometimes he bumped his head. Sometimes things didn't go the right way. He made his mistakes. You know what I mean? But he got up, refined himself, got better over the years, showed us the progressive nature of maturing. You know what I mean? Going from one way, being perceived a certain way, going through the process of what it had to be, to transition out of that way, and then ultimately becoming completely different, all while maintaining that same Mamba mentality that kept him excellent the entire time. You know what I mean? And dealt with a lot of hate too. It wasn't like it was just roses and candy the whole time. Nah, it was a lot of people who did not like Kobe the whole time through, and he didn't let that shake him either. He made sure he left them with something to feel bad about for real when he won a championship each and every time on them. 5 of them. Yeah. So as far as I can tell, that's a good example there. And for me, I just take that mentality in my own little ways, attacking my own little thing in my lifestyle. And I encourage people to just study what it is he was doing. Go check out his detailed series and see how methodically he approached the game. That's how you win. That's how you get excellent, by seeing the game and picking it apart that way and staying a student of the game throughout, all lifelong, no matter what level you play at. There's always more to learn. The game is always evolving. Don't be married to any one system because they change. Kobe showed us. You know what I mean? Beating some of the greatest warriors out there available to him. Rebounding over Tim Duncan. Shutting down Allen Iverson. You know, beating KG in the finals. These are things that he did. Those are real opponents. You know what I mean? Tim Duncan. Rasheed Wallace. He faced them. He faced these guys. Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? So as far as I could tell, that's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. I don't know where you rank him. I'm not here to say anything in regards to that. That's not my place right now. I was just able to watch his entire career for 20 years. I was able to see him do what he did, break records, fight through pain, win championships, fight through shame, all different types of things. A lot of stuff. Held his head high the whole time, raised his kids, stuck with his wife, you know, all of it. Spoke multiple languages, excellent at different things. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who was multifaceted, had a lot of faith, you know what I mean? Helped others, believed in feeding the homeless. Like I remember, you know, so these are the type of things we can talk about in regards to Kobe, man. It wasn't just some of the stuff that other people want to bring up that they think is necessary. It ain't. It's not. I got demons too. I messed up in life sometimes. I think most of us have bumped our head in that way. Pick ourselves up, learn from those lessons, and if we get another chance, we do things better. I think that's okay. I think that's what he displayed as well. I think that was all right. You know what I mean? His kids respect him. His wife loved him. His mama speaks highly of him. I think that's good enough for me. His sister speaks highly of him. That's good enough for me. All the women around him that loved his sport, ladies in the WNBA, they speak highly of him. It's good enough for me. That's what I can go with. So, you know what I mean? I didn't know Kobe, but I surely was influenced by him. I was in his presence once or twice when he came to the ESPN zone. That was a special thing. I told you guys about that. Very special moment. Got a chance to meet Spike Lee that night as well. So, you know what I mean? It's been a privileged life for me to live in Los Angeles and watch Kobe Bryant play, be a Laker fan the time I've been able to. And you know what I mean? He's sorely missed, but also greatly appreciated. You know, for the greatness that he displayed on a night-to-night basis, as well as some of the mistakes that he made on the court that taught me some things that maybe I can help others learn from, because of things that maybe he did that didn't work out, that ultimately he changed as well as he got better and grew within the sport, becoming a facilitator for Phil Jackson when we didn't really have a whole lot going for us in that regard. He had to change the entire game and effectively did so. Multiple occasions, playing through injuries, broken fingers, winning championships, sacrificing greatly for the Lakers and for his teammates. And you ask a guy like Pau Gasol, you see the type of relationship Pau Gasol still keeps with his family. You can tell that bond was strong with him and his teammates, despite what people tell you about not wanting to play with him. You just look at Pau and you can see how much he meant to his teammates and how much he meant to this organization. You listen to how Jeannie still talks about him to this day, and you understand how much he meant to the people that are in that organization and the family atmosphere that he greatly contributed to in the 20 years that he stayed loyal through thick and thin. I don't know if it remains a family through some of the ups and downs, if for not his influence on ownership. So, you know, there's a lot to say about Kobe Bryant, but nothing more than to say that he was a really, really incredible basketball player. You know what I mean? Incredible. And that's what I have to say there, man. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.